입니다. 안녕하세요, 여러분들. So welcome to a very gloomy looking day here in Istanbul and a very warm, strangely warm winter day. Last year this time it was like 0 to 5 degrees Celsius in the morning, and right now today it's 16. Oh, so I'm not even in like winter wear anymore. This is kind of like my summer autumn wear. In fact, I'm not even wearing a long sleeve inside. I'm wearing a short sleeve. I'm wearing a short sleeve shirt inside. Yeah, very strangely warm. Last year this time was a lot colder. Which means like yeah, I've been here in Istanbul for a year. Yeah, tomorrow is a year. Okay, basically, and a year ago on the 8th of December 2020, I came here and it was 5 degrees Celsius in the morning. Yeah. And welcome to my morning coffee chat. For those of you who are new to my live stream, this is a live stream where I pretty much go to a different cafe. Oh, a street cat came in. Where are you? Oh, I swear the sound came from here. I swear it came from here. Meow. This is weird. Weird. And yeah, this is another, oh, 안녕하세요, Elijah. Welcome to my live stream. Oh, there are so many cats here as well. Oh, give me a moment. Let me show you the latest cat. See, there's so many cats here in Istanbul. You never out of cats to show. This is the latest baby here in Kitab Kuala, in this book cafe. She's the latest baby. She's the baby of two other street cats that actually set up residence here in this book cafe. Yes, for those of you who are new to my live stream, um, you know, street cats pretty much take up residence in shops and cafes and restaurants here, and the owners don't chase them away. The owners love them to bits, feed them, give them good proper cat food, not leftover food, cat food, water and everything. And they even have their next generation baby in there. Yeah, this is this book cafe's next generation baby. Yeah. So cute, yeah. I've never thought of myself as a cat person until I came to Istanbul. I've always thought of myself as a dog person, 100%. And this baby here, she was pretty much born here in the book cafe itself, in that corner over there. And so she's never pretty much never been outside, so it's very, very clean. That's why I did. Oh, she wants to go into the table. No table, no table. So I returned it to the shop tender. Just show you here. The shop tender here, there, over there. She's carrying that. You can see her carrying the cat. See her carrying the cat. There, up the stairs. You see? Carrying the cat up the stairs. The cat wants to run around. Young cats like this wants to run around. So no way I can like carry it through this live stream. 귀엽지, 너무 귀엽지, Elijah. But the thing is, if I carry a cat, I can't check the messages, so it's not a good thing. Elijah, I'm a dog person, but I don't mind cats. I always thought of, see, that's why Elijah. Once again, I'm taught this lesson in life, that don't think you're some kind person or this that person, because you will never know. You never know when you find yourself in a new situation. You may change your mind. Like I've always thought of myself as a dog person, like 100%. I had 6 dogs throughout my life, not a single cat. But here in Istanbul, wow, I started to love cats to bits. And I'm even allergic to cats, okay? The kittens are young and curious, yeah. And because this book cafe is so huge, you know, it has, it has all the room in the world to play. Let me show you what it's doing right now. There's a playing right here. It's playing here on on the seat. Eh? That's what it's doing right now. Oh, is that? So all the so this seat here, this seat here pretty much monopolized by her father or mother. There's one cat that looks like her here, him or her. I don't even know what if it's a him or her. Probably the toy koala on the floor is his or her toy. You know, cats are so prevalent here in Istanbul. You cannot help loving cats here. And if you're a hardcore cat hater, you cannot survive in Istanbul, to be honest. If you're like hardcore, I hate cats kind of person, you can't survive pretty much anywhere in Turkey. The cats are big, like makes me feel like this is ancient Greece, you know. Ah. And you know, I've even seen families who have cats. I've even seen families who have upwards of 6 cats at home. Yeah. I see that like that's one home just right next to mine, near mine, okay, right next, but near mine, where every morning I see like 6 cats on the balcony. Yeah. Elijah, there are other animals I want to adopt. Yeah, fennec fox. I wanted to do a fennec fox before, but I didn't have a place to house it. Yeah, fennec fox are cute. So damn cute. So anime. So kitsune miko. Huh? Good morning, Kim Teo. Elijah, yep. Good morning and welcome. Welcome to a very warm day here in Istanbul. So warm, 16 degrees Celsius today. Last year this time, yes, I know what last year this time is like, because last year tomorrow I arrived in Istanbul. So last year this time was like 5 degrees Celsius in the morning, 5. But this year, boom, it's 16 degrees Celsius today. So I'm wearing a short sleeve shirt inside, with a blazer, you know. Look at that, bright sunny day. Strangely warm winter this year. And even New York isn't that cold this year, because New York, like snow, the first snow in New York was last year this year. But so far this year in New York, no snow yet. So this year is like it's a warm winter throughout the world, it seems. Of course, don't let this warm winter give you all the strange ideas of, oh, this is because of global warming. No, there are warm winters, there are cold winters. It's natural, it's a cycle. Oh, you've been through enough winters, you know. Some winters are just colder, some winters are just warmer. It's natural, it's nothing to do with what global warming or all that stuff, okay? DCM don't have anything better to ask. How much do you buy your suit? This is about 162,000 US dollars. Yeah, not so expensive. Yeah, about 162,000 US dollars. Quite cheap, quite cheap. You guys know I cannot answer anything from DCM properly. Yeah. For those of you who just joined me, oh, you see, honestly, the cats just, yeah, actually cats, yeah, don't like to be hugged and held by people all day long. Not like dogs. Dogs will jump onto you and want to be hugged and carried and the stuff, but cats, no. If they want to do it, they do it. If they don't want to do it, you can't force it on them. Like young kitten just now, no, it's not in the mood to do the live stream with me. What a waste. Grown quite fond of cats here. And good morning, good night, and everybody. Ling kopi ah. Kopi anda aja. 아니면 오늘은 한국말로 할까요? 한국말 할 수 있는 사람 많이 있나요? 나도 한국말 많이 나아져야 되거든요. Elijah. See, DCM is not what kind of questions is good, it's what kind of person you are. See, in the end of the day, you cannot learn to do anything in this world. Anything in the end of the day is who you are, it's about who you are. Nobody can learn to be anything. Nobody can learn to do anything differently. In the end of the day, it's all about who you are. So work on who you are. That's the most important. Not work on trying to learn more new things, Work on who you are. That's the most important thing in life. Doesn't matter how many option strategies you know. Doesn't matter how many success story you heard. Doesn't matter how many success method you know. You're not gonna make it in any of that if you are not the kind of person who can be successful in all these things. It takes a certain kind of people. It takes a certain kind of personality. So in a person's life, there's nothing more important than developing your personality and you as yourself as a human being. If you spend all your time only looking for ways to get rich quick, or spend all your time just looking for ways to be successful quick, you'll get nowhere. Because ultimately, what's going to stop you is not all these methods. All what's going to stop you is who you are. See, this is what a lot of people don't understand about becoming successful in anything. Becoming successful in anything is not about the method, Too many people waste time learning success methods. I'm telling you, no methods work. No, none. Why? In the end of the day, according at least to my observation, it takes a certain kind of person to be successful in the second kind of thing. If you're not that certain kind of person, you will not make it in that certain kind of thing. So, in the end of the day, instead of wasting so much time reading success books, learning success formulas, invest the time in becoming a more success-able human being. That will bring you much further in life. And I prove it throughout my life that as long as you become a success-able person, doesn't matter. The whole world just open up to you. It doesn't matter what you decide to do anymore. Anything you do will be successful. Anything you get the Midas touch. In finance we talk about people with the Midas touch. In entrepreneurship we talk about people with the Midas touch. What does this mean? It means there are certain kind of people who whatever they touch turns into money. Meaning whatever they do, they are successful at it. Whatever. It can be as far off as from meditation to martial arts to options trading to building a business. Certain kind of people can be successful in every of this, all at the same time. So in the end of the day, it's more productive to invest your time and life in learning how to be that kind of person, rather than invest your time and life and also money in buying success formulas, attending success seminars. None of these things work. I'm telling you 100%. That's the truth. So some people may say, then isn't it being like fatalistic? So I'm not born that kind of person, then I will never be successful in life. Now the good news is this: you can develop to become that kind of person. Yeah. So you need to focus on that development. Focus on your character, personality, and growth as a human being. Do that first. The rest will follow. Whatever you do will turn to go. Good morning, Andy. Oh no, you're not late. Good morning, Louis. Nice. All the usual crew, right? So yeah, I think I just touched on a very important issue. I need to remember this. Maybe I want to make it today's video of the day. That success is more about who you are than what you know. That's why even in China, right? At least the China that I knew, I don't know what's the China now like. Xi Jinping China may be different, but I went through China in the Jiang Zemin and Hu Jintao period, and during those periods, there is a very common saying in China: 要做事先做人. 要做事先做人 meaning you want to achieve something, first learn to be a human. 要做事先做人 and this is why a lot of Singaporeans fail in China. Singaporeans 不会做人。Singaporeans 只要做事。Singaporeans only want to get things done. Singaporeans don't know how to be human. It's same with all Westerners who tries to do business with China. You come with a proposal, you just want to get things done, but that's not what Chinese people look at. They look at who you are. They look at who you are before deciding if they want to work with you, not how good your proposal is, not how much money they can make with you. That is the same mistake all Singaporeans make in China, and therefore you have not heard of any successful Singaporeans in China. Yeah. I have friends who lost like 2 to 5 million in China. Quite a few friends, Singaporean friends. Very capable people. Capable, yeah, but you don't understand what it means to be human. 不会做人. And DCM 你不会做人啊 I'm telling you like upfront, blank in your face. Why I don't like to talk to you? 因为你不会做人. Kim Teo, success can be cultivated. Success does not exist, Kim Teo. First, go to my channel and understand that success itself doesn't exist. Okay. Now, to be successful in everything, you need a certain kind of character. You need to be a certain kind of person. The good news is becoming that kind of person can be cultivated. It's all part of the spiritual process. That's why, inevitably, you guys realize that all the big spiritual leaders are all very rich. You guys notice this or not? All the cardinals, high priests, even big pastors in Singapore, famous gurus. Some gurus have 92 Rolls Royce and Ferraris, Do you know why? Because when you're spiritually developed to a point, everything you touch turns into gold. It's not because they're dishonest or they're cheating. No, don't even have to do that. When you are spiritually developed to a point where your personality develops to a kind of point, everything you touch turns into gold. You attract money like rubbish attracts housefly. It's that simple, really. Elijah, I think it's due to the societal construct. Give us an idea what successful means. Many do it for the financial reasons, but are never happy in the end. Yeah, money is never a goal. That's why in my channel lately I've been talking about why I made actually 2 videos on why you should never make money your goal. Yeah. It's that important. The money is never a worthy goal. Why? Because when you make money your goal, ultimately you're in the poor man mindset. Oh, I need money. That's why I want to do anything I can to make money. Well, there's 2 dimensions here. When you're a slave to money, you can never master money. If you're a slave to something, anything, you can never master it. If you're a drug addict, you can never be a drug lord. If you're a slave to money, you can never be a wolf of Wall Street. Why? Because being a slave to the thing that you want that badly puts you in a mindset where you will never be above it. Being above it means you will always run into the kind of situation where you have to choose, between sacrificing certain things to keep whatever you're doing going. And in order to become very successful, that sacrifice is usually very big. Why? Because everything you get in life is a balance, 100 points. You put more, either if you play role-playing games, you have 100 points. You put more into strength, you cannot put into dexterity. You put too much into dexterity, you can't put into mana. Something like that. It's the same thing in life. When you get to a certain point, when your success in this area gets to a certain point, you start to use up your 100 points. And now you begin to have to transfer points from other areas of your life. That is what we call sacrifices. And when it comes to that point, if money is your only goal, there are certain sacrifices you will never make. Because ultimately, when it comes to that point, you'll find that money is not a worthy goal for you to sacrifice. Maybe can you sacrifice your father? Can you sacrifice your family? Can you sacrifice your own children? Can you sacrifice your entire life as you know it in your own country? Uproot completely and leave everything behind? Can you sacrifice a happy marriage? Can you sacrifice your health? Yeah, These are not fantasy, these are the real kind of sacrifice I have made and I've seen people make in order to get to where they are. And if money is your only goal, I'm telling you, you're not going to make the sacrifice. Because money, at that point of time, you will understand and you feel strongly that money is not worth the life of your father. You say, wow, Limpeh, why you sound so serious? What, make money, I need to sacrifice my father? At a certain point, it comes to something like that. At a certain point, you may have to sacrifice your own children. At a certain point, okay? Don't say it's not possible. I've seen it. That's why I keep telling you guys, stop reading about success stories, because they don't tell the real stories. None. I've not read a single success story of anybody who is real. Not even Alibaba, not even Jack Ma. They don't tell the inside story. The kind of sacrifice they make in order to do what they do. And it takes a certain kind of personality. And it takes a certain kind of mission in what you're doing in order to make the kind of sacrifices. That's why money can never be a worthy goal or worthy objective, Because in the face of money, if that's all you want, you will never sacrifice certain things for it. But at that point, you will understand how insignificant money is in your life. Kim Teo, I heard the phrase, learn to be a person. Yep. Matthew Van. Hi, Vanessa from Singapore. Singapore's most elite primary school mathematics tutor, by the way. She creates miracles. If you guys have if your kids have a problem with mathematics, math with Van, she's a miracle worker. She can transform a primary school kid who is completely finished with mathematics to become something. She has a certain formula. She's not the same as a normal tutor. She's not a normal tutor. Again, you cannot become a tutor like Van if all you want is to make money. She approaches this with a mission that you can feel deep in her own bones. It's incredible. Math with Van. Okay, guys. And B from Singapore. B, if your kid has problem with mathematics, look for Math with Van. I'm telling you, you won't regret. B, be gentle with DCM lah. Just come in and say, 不会做人. Yeah, I wanted to teach him this for a very long time. If I keep holding back, he won't grow. I want to help him grow. May. Morning Limpeh, morning May from Singapore. Afternoon, Good afternoon May from Singapore. Oh, good afternoon Rachel Planet from Singapore. Good morning Limpeh. But you are one of the rare Singaporeans who have been successful in China before. Means you're really 会做人. Exactly. The Chinese government, the only reason why I got to work with the Chinese government is because they find that amongst all the Singaporeans they know in the chamber, 我最会做人啊. 我最会做. I understand that dimension. Yeah. Nobody else do. Nobody else. Honestly, this is how rare 做人 is as a trait. 多数人都不会做人啊. 做人 means what? It's very simple. Keep your eyes not on the money. Keep your eyes not on the project. Focus on the people involved. 这就是会做人. Focus on the people who are working in that thing. Focus on the doing, not the end goal. I know I'm very sorry, but back then everybody in the Singapore chamber, they have only eyes on end goals. So the Chinese don't like to work with them at all. It's completely different focus, Matt with Van. Oh, Matt with Van, my dyslexic kid needs help. Matt with Van. Thanks for the compliment. Appreciate it greatly. I don't compliment people ever, Vanessa. She's Vanessa, by the way. I don't ever compliment people. I only tell the truth about everything. To me, everything is equal. I just say it as it is. And Van is one of those amazing person. I'm just saying it as it is. Okay. I vouch for Vanessa so much. I told her to send me one of her t-shirts so I'll wear it during my live stream. I get nothing from this, by the way. I get the t-shirt, of course. Are you charging me for the t-shirt, Vanessa? I'm not sure. But yeah, that's how much I appreciate what she's doing. What Vanessa is doing is changing the lives of kids. In that she's not helping them become better in mathematics, but she's helping them to like mathematics. This is a huge thing. I wish I had a tutor like that when I was that young. And therefore, because you learn to like things that you hate before, you transfer that skill into other areas of life. When you grow up, you begin to be able to like and excel and at things that seemingly you should hate. This is a huge skill, and this is the skill you need to learn when you're really young, and this is what Vanessa does. I know Vanessa, you should triple your price. I'm telling you the truth. You should just triple your price. Honestly, the way you're changing people's life, you're changing people's life. You're not just helping them increase their mathematics by 2 or 3 grades. You're changing their life because of the skill and the personality that you install in them in order to create this change. Hi Van, B, lots of problem. Matt to Van. Hi Rachel Planet. Rachel Planet from Singapore as well. Matt to Van, very well said. Focus on the people and the process. Kim Teo, what does it mean to 会做人? Oh, I just explained, right? 会做人. 会做人 means focus on the people, not the end goal. 这就是会做人. Most people 不会做人, and you always wonder why people think I 不会做人. Why? People think you 不会做人 because you're always only looking at the end goal. You're always talking about the project. You're always talking about how much you're going to make. Do you know that in China, when I have meetings with the Chinese government officials, I would say 99.99% of the time we spend together, maybe we spend 6 hours together, only maybe we spend 5 minutes talking about work. The rest of the 5 hours and 55 minutes, we have fun. That's all we do. That's what I do. Oh, that's how I became such how I got so deep in China. Is all I did. By not talking work, by allowing the result of work to unfold on its own naturally. I focus on the people. I focus on what they need, what they want. I focus on understanding them. Yeah. B, I look up Vanessa on Facebook. Yeah, hey Vanessa, post your Facebook link, please. Post your group link. You're doing a huge good thing for people. Please. I gave you permission. Please post your link. Vanessa's doing good things for people, man. Van met with Van. It's free, definitely. Hang on. So I'm getting your t-shirt for free. Rachel Planet, Van is really good. Oh, Rachel Planet, you know about Van? Oh, Tongnyongni's servant. Okay, guys, in case you don't know Matt with Van, I will. Thanks, Limpeh. In case you don't know who Tongnyongni's servant is, this guy, he's very young, but he's a very special person in my life. He is the only my only blood relative who discovered me through my YouTube channel and have been following me since he's basically my nephew, my blood nephew. A blood nephew I've never met, by the way. Okay, I kind of have met him once when he was this small. I only met him once when he was like maybe like this. Yeah. So it's so amazing that I'm starting to have like my new generation blood relatives whom I have never met in my life discover me through my YouTube channel and discover me through my Instagram. He's not the first one. He's actually the second one. The other one doesn't come on my live stream. Rachel Planet. Yes, I know Van. We are Facebook friends. Oh, Rachel and Van are friends? Oh, interesting. Wow. Now I'm getting like cross relationships happening within my community. Wow. Interesting. DCM by surname. No, not by surname. My distant relatives. I don't have relatives by surname, by the way. Like I said, my line is very complex. I have no blood relatives of my surname. Yeah. except my younger brother and his kids, of course. Yeah. Okay. Except my younger brother and his kids. Apart from that, I have zero blood relatives of my line. Met with Van. May I know your name, Rachel Planet? Oh. Chongnyeongni servant, you must be referring to Kong Chuan. Yeah, Kong Chuan was actually the first to discover me on my YouTube channel. And then you. I don't even know you guys names, you know. I don't know your names. Honestly, I don't even know your surnames. Yeah, I don't know how distant you guys are, honestly. Yeah. But I know your blood relatives. That's all I know. Very interesting. Wow, very interesting that we are having cross relationships here. Rachel knows Vanessa, and Vanessa don't know Rachel knows Vanessa. Wow, very interesting. Limpeh has many fans in Singapore. Yeah, I'm so very grateful for Singaporeans to always be so supportive of me, even though like I've pretty much left Singapore for so many years, for decades, and I didn't even start this YouTube channel and everything in Singapore, and still Singaporeans like give me so much support simply because I was born in Singapore. Very, very grateful. Very grateful. But honestly, yeah, like all these blood relatives here, I don't know they are who's who. Honestly, I don't know. But I know I only know they are young generation. The next, maybe one of my cousin's kids or something like that. Or one of my cousin, or one of my guy cousin or one of my female cousin kids. So their surnames may even be different. I don't know. Yeah, don't know. But definitely not my surname. Like I said, my surname, my line died off a long time ago. So me and my brother, we are the last carriers of our bloodline. That's why we look so different. Me and my brother looks very different from the rest of the family. Looks very different from, yeah. We're the last of our bloodline. Shish. Good afternoon, Mr. Limpeh. Namaskaram. Barata. How is Barata? B, have fun, everyone gotta go. B, these days you go quick, man. Huh? Impatient with Limpeh these days. Very impatient. Very boring. Yeah. DCM. How I wish I can be your option student. But honestly, DCM, lately I don't really teach anymore. Teaching is too tiring. I only do it when I feel like my energy level is super high. But I don't teach anymore. It's too tiring, makes no money, makes insignificant money for what? And all that time and energy, you know, and giving away my formula just like that, you know. I don't do it anymore. Chongnyeongni servant, your brother helped me push through PSLE, which I'm grateful for. Oh, I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear that the family is still like very well connected. I'm glad to hear that. But you know, how old are you, Chongnyeongni servant? How old are you? I don't even know how old are you. How are you? Be working lah, need to make a living. Not like you, they 不会做人. I also make a living. You know, nothing. You know, I mean, Turkey is cheap, but it's not free. You know. It was a boring day, but since I see you now, my day will be fantastic. Thank you for asking. Wow, give you energy. Boom. B, my brother-in-law is like you. He was in China for many years doing business with a small factory. Okay, interesting. In where? Suzhou? Suzhou 工业园? Chongnyeongni's servant is 17-year-old, ITE first year. Wow, wow. There you go. You know, I've been away for about 20 years, so I've not met all these distant relatives that are like less than 20 years old. B, Suzhou, yeah. Mostly all the Singaporean factories are in the Suzhou 工业园. I've been to Suzhou 工业园 though. It looks exactly like Singapore, the way they build it. It's incredible. Suzhou is such a beautiful place. easily the most beautiful place I've ever seen in China. Really like 花清水秀啊. And like a lot, that's why a lot of Singaporean men they go to Suzhou and they fail. Why? Because 苏州山水养人啊. So Suzhou ladies are extremely beautiful. Like the kind of beautiful Singaporean men has never experienced in their life, honestly. Like they are like fairies. Yeah, like those classical Chinese fantasy fairies, honestly. So a lot of Singaporean men they go to Suzhou to do business and they end up falling for all this. And most of them, of course, when you're at the stage where you can go to Suzhou to do business, you probably have a family. And then all that things happen. Oh, a lot of these stories. I even had a friend who worked 2 years in Suzhou, Singaporean, yeah, and his factory failed. Okay, so he lost about 2 million Singapore dollars, and he's left with his final 400,000 renminbi. Back then, 400,000 renminbi was like what 80,000 Singapore dollars, yeah. And he has a family and kids at home in Singapore, by the way. And you know what he told me? He told me he wanted to give this whole 400,000 renminbi to his girlfriend in China. I literally went, what the fuck are you thinking about, sir? he said, all 2 years in China, I was so lonely, and if not for her, I wouldn't have made it so far. I want to give all my remaining money to her. And then I go like, you just went broke here. You need the money for your family in Singapore. You need the money to do something back in Singapore, and you're thinking of giving all that money to your China girlfriend. You see, that's the poison. That's the poison right there. It's a true story, by the way. I don't want to call names. B, he didn't study that much, but has good business mind. 会做人 means B, spend 1 year just to talk to people before starting his business. Exactly, that's 会做人. That's 会做人. That's in China what they call 做人. You need to focus on the people. You need to focus on the relationship before you even mention business. They need to like you first. If they don't like you, doesn't matter how good a plan you have, they don't care. Chinese people are very rich. They don't care about making more money. They want to make good friends and good relationships. Tongyong's servant. By the way, I'm going to train now. See you in the next stream. See you. Kim Teo. Then why didn't you get tempted in Suzhou? Who says I didn't? Who says I didn't? I did everything. I did everything. I did everything every guy would have done in China. Right? Everything and more. I did more than most people would have done in China. I told you when I was younger, I live a completely different life. I was a completely different person. I was doing a lot of crazy things. B, I like how you supported your friend's family. Huh? I like how you supported your friend's family. What do you mean? How do I support I didn't support any of my friends' families. But there is always responsibility. There. Okay. Yeah, there's always responsibility to think about, especially with kids. Exactly. Oh, Nayeli Monique Cortez. Hello, good morning. Sounds like somewhere in Europe. Yeah, welcome. First time I see your name. Welcome to my live stream. This is a live stream where every morning here in Turkey, in Istanbul, I go to a different cafe or location, grab a coffee, and we pretty much chit chat everything about anything and everything. So if this is the first time you're in my live stream, welcome. It's a very warm winter this year in Istanbul. 16 degrees Celsius this morning, and very sunny actually. Strangely warm winter. I think it's a warm winter throughout the whole Europe too, right? Last year was so cold, but this year so warm. B, your stand that your friend should not give money to a girlfriend. Yeah, but I think that's logic, plain logic. This year, but a pro-independent trader doesn't have to do things based on other people's feelings and drama, though. No, yeah. Then you have to do things based on your own feeling and drama. Don't think your own feelings and drama is not as more poisonous than other people's feelings and drama. Kim Teo, you were wild in China. I was more than wild. Yeah, I was a boss in China. I was like, you cannot imagine. I, I'm like Xu Wenqiang in China. Oh, Nayeli, you're so kind. No, I'm not kind. Okay, I'm not. Please don't give me hats like kind, like kind person or generous person. No, I don't. No, please, no, no hats, no hats, no hats. I'm just normal, and I don't like wear hats like that. You know, these are all limitations in life. Whisper. Oh, Whisper, welcome to my life. Oh, a lot of new names, yeah. Been to the statue of Archangel Gabriel on the Hill Square. Oh, where is that? Where is that? Where's the statue in? This sounds interesting. Archangel Gabriel. Wow. Interesting. Anyone should honor Archangel Gabriel. They don't know what Gabriel does. Kim Teo, share some wild stories in China. I share a lot of wild stories in China, Kim. Go to my channel and search for Misadventures, where I actually share some wild stories about China as well. Nayeli, yes, it's my first time here. Ah, okay. Where are you watching from, and how do you discover my live stream? Very interesting. A lot of new people around. I don't know how you guys discover me. Ah, Philippines! ¿Cómo estás? ¿Cómo estás? ¿Cómo estás? Oh, so good evening, Philippines, huh? Good evening, good evening. Welcome. How do you discover my live stream? I see where you are now. It's kind of nighttime here, bright sunlight. So interesting. You can talk to people like this. The only good thing about the internet is like time becomes irrelevant. Day and night becomes irrelevant. Anyone from day and night, it can be day here, night there, and we're all talking together, being together. It's crazy. Naili, haha, I found you in my shots. Oh, which shots did you watch? The one, the cats. I did another one. You know, like cats are so prevalent here in Istanbul. Like I always thought of myself as a dog person, you know, until I came to Istanbul. Wow, I had 6 dogs and no cats all throughout my life. I had about 6 dogs and never a cat. And here, man, I grew up pretty fond of cats here. Let me show you guys the resident cat of this book cafe. I'm here in my favorite book cafe, Kitab Koala, here in Istanbul. And here's the resident street cat. And the resident street cats you know, the street cats here in Istanbul, they not only take up residence in shops and cafes and restaurants, they even have their kids in there. So this is a kitten born of the resident street cat here. It's a street cat. It's a street cat. This does not belong to the owner of the cafe or anything, or the owner of the bookshop or anything. It's a street cat. 100% street cat and born of a street cat. Give you a nice massage. Oh, look at those eyes. Look at those eyes. Look at those eyes. Yeah. And this street cat is actually really clean because why? She was literally born in that corner over there. And the parents, this chair here, literally, like when last time when I used to come here, every time her parents would be sleeping on this chair. So his parents or her parents literally like took up residence in this bookshop and gave birth to this little kitten. I'm wondering why only she's here, because usually when they give birth to quite a few kittens, but I'm wondering why there's only one here. Biting, yeah, biting. That's what they do. Look at that. Oh gosh. Really cute, right? I never thought myself as a cat person, until I came to Istanbul. Elijah, you remember? Yeah, everybody remembers this bookstore. This is like the fifth time I stream in here. This is kind of like my favorite place to stream from. Not the blazer. This is a 106,200 US dollars blazer. Look at that. See, and you see, the bookshop owner or the attendants, right? They won't chase them out. There's a Watson's nearby as well, and there's another cat in there called Mr. Watson's. Like literally took up residence in Watson's on top of the shelves, and they don't chase him away too. And Mr. Watson's chase away every other cat that tries to go into Watson's. So they literally like make it their territory. It's crazy. This is the first time I see this kind of behavior anywhere in the world. I've never seen this kind of behavior anywhere in the world. And of course, Mr. Mock, from yesterday. Actually, I really miss Mr. Mock. I really want to go back to yesterday's cafe to do another episode. Actually, I wanted to go today, but I'm thinking, like going there 2 days in a row, I'm not exactly quiet, and I don't want to make a nuisance for the so yeah. Username: good morning, Limpeh. Good morning. Nayeli, I'm a dog person. Oh, I've always thought of myself as a dog person too. I had 6 dogs throughout my life and not a single cat, but wait till you come to Istanbul and you let all the cats turn your life around. I'm telling you, right now, oh man, I'm really a cat person. DCM, how much I make per month, what relevance is there to your life, how much I make? See, this one you see, when a lot of people, when you start to learn to be successful, you ask the most irrelevant questions. Like the most irrelevant question of it all is how much you're making a month. How much the other person is making a month has zero to do with how much you are going to make in your life. Zero. A guy doing this thing can be making like 10,000 a month, but you doing the same thing, maybe you make 100 a month. It's asking someone how much you make a month is not just rude, but completely irrelevant to your own life. What's the point? Entertainment is fun to know. I don't know what does it make? What positive or constructive thing does it have on your life to know how much someone else make? I don't know. I get that question a lot. It's not just from DCM. I get a question from almost everybody here in Turkey. Yeah. Why are you wearing a blazer today? Because today is very hot. Today is a strangely warm day in winter. Today is winter, no? Last year today, yes, tomorrow will be my 1 year in Istanbul. So I know last year today should be about this temperature. Last year today was about 5 degrees in the morning. Today, this is 17 to 18 degrees. Look at the sun. Boom. So it's really warm. So I'm not only am I in blazer, I'm wearing a short sleeve shirt inside. See, I'm wearing a short sleeve shirt inside. Yeah, just because it's so warm. Yeah. Just for info, for learning. You learn nothing by in DCM. You learn nothing by knowing how much money someone else make. Like I say, if that's all you care about, how much can I make? How much he make, and therefore maybe I can make. You're thinking only about money. You're not gonna make it. Nayeli, I have a dog named Mango, but he died. Oh. God bless. He's in dog heaven. I know the Bible says dog heaven don't exist. I'm telling you, it exists. I know the Bible tells you dogs and animals go to some kind of limbo. They don't. I'm telling you 100%. I know. They don't go to some kind of limbo. Or they don't go to some kind of animal hell. They don't. They go to a good place. And Mango will be back as well. In fact, Mango might already be back. what a warm day. I could feel the heat, you know, right by the window. I'm even wearing sunscreen today. Nayali, you're very kind. I'm not kind. I'm actually a very mean person. A lot of people here knows me as extremely mean. Okay, I'm not kind at all. Please. Yep, I need to adopt 2 kittens. Elijah, I always feel like adopting these kittens, you know. But you know what stopped me? When I look at their life here, I know I cannot give them the same. I cannot give them the same life they are experiencing out here in the streets. They have a huge place to play around. People with them 24 hours a day. Good cat food, good food and good water provided by the community and a good place to live in. I cannot beat this. Honestly, this is the only country that I've ever lived in, and I've lived in many countries, yeah. This is the only country that I've ever lived in where I have to admit I cannot give to a street animal the conditions that they are getting out in the streets. Can you imagine? I cannot give a better condition to a street animals than what they are getting out in the streets. That tells you something about Istanbul, doesn't it? Huh? That tells you something about the life here, isn't it? It's crazy. My life here in Istanbul really makes me want to get a cat. Really makes me want to get a kitten. Honestly, to like touch my heart. I cannot give the cat the same thing they can get out in the streets. Honestly, I can't. I'm incapable. I'm incapable of giving them such a huge playground. I'm incapable of giving them company 24 hours a day and having other cats as company as well. Even I can only give food and water, which they're already getting out here anyways. So basically, by adopting a cat here in Istanbul, I'm imprisoning them. That's all I'm doing. Nayali, is people there in the bookshop? No, today very quiet. No people in the bookshop. It's a morning here. Yeah, it's not time yet. People are at work right now. This is about 11 a.m. in the morning, Tuesday. So of course, no people. Elijah, strays in Turkey are different. They are the residents of the cats. Yes, both cats and dogs. Yes, but one thing I need to say, the sad thing is this. Yes, the strays, the cats and dogs are the residents of the streets, yeah, but not the humans. There are homeless humans here, and no, they're not given. They're not the homeless human here. Sadly, is not given the same kind of treatment I see the homeless in America get, or the homeless in Australia get. The homeless human in Australia and Singapore and America live a life of integrity and pride. They're proud being homeless, because being homeless is just a state of life, and they are still fed, they are still giving food and stuff there, and they get work. But the state of some of the homeless here I see in Istanbul is very sad. Very sad. There is a huge caste divide here in Turkey. I wish one day the street humans are treated as well as the street cats and dogs. So far, the street cats and dogs I see in Istanbul are treated way better than the street human. Yeah, that's a pretty sad thing. DCM, guns. DCM, if you love guns so much, why are you so afraid to go to the army? Why are you still trying to avoid NS and trying to apply to police? Going to army is where you get to play all the guns. Huh? Why are you avoiding NS? Huh? DCM? Honestly, I pretty much look down on any Singaporean man who tries to avoid NS. So aqua, For those of you guys all watching from the rest of the world, I'm sorry. Whenever I speak to Singaporean people, I use Singlish and Singaporean terms that you may not understand. Nayeli. Oh yeah, it's kind of sad. Mm. But when you look at the street animals, you feel so encouraged. You will not, Nayeli, go to my channel and search for stray cats. I made 2 videos about the stray cats of Istanbul. You will change your life if you watch that video. It will show you a world that you never thought can exist in today's world. Oh, thank you. Elijah, 괜찮아요. 우리 가끔 또 한국말 하는 거예요. 그래서 그러니까요. 싱가포르 사람 한국말 할 줄 몰라요. 그러면 어떡해? 우리 한국말 하면, 그치? Nayeli, yeah, and Nayeli, search my channel for the keyword stray cats. You will open up your mind. You will change the way you look at this world. That such a society can exist in this world. I was shocked when I saw this here in Istanbul. Window cleaner. For those of you who just joined me in my live stream, welcome. Oh, message. Elijah, I may not know what you say, but I'm fine with it. Nayeli, okay. And yeah, for those of you who just joined, today is a very strangely warm winter morning here in Istanbul. 18, it's actually pushing 20 degrees Celsius right now. You see, feels and looks like what? Maybe spring, Nobody's in winter wear today, you see. Just like that, people are out. Just like that. Just like that, people are out. Very, very strange, because this time last year here in Istanbul, it was like 5 degrees Celsius in the morning. Yeah. Guys, tomorrow I celebrate 1 year in Istanbul. Okay, tomorrow on the 8th of December was when I first came to Istanbul on the 8th of December 2020. So tomorrow is 1 year in Istanbul. So stay tuned. Tomorrow I post a video talking about how 1 year in Istanbul has changed me. It changed me so much. I became a different person in Istanbul. Nayeli, I keep saying that I'm in Istanbul. I keep talking about Istanbul and Turkey. No, Nayeli, I'm in Istanbul, Turkey, Istanbul. Elijah, it's not even cold in the northeast. Whatever kind of weather South Korea gets, we usually get. Oh yeah, whatever weather South Korea gets is the same here in Turkey, it's the same in New York. Because when I compare the temperature when I was in Seoul, and then when I was in New York, and when I'm here, and then I compare these 3 places over the past few years, the weather patterns are completely the same. When I get a cold winter in Seoul, and you get a cold winter here in Turkey and in New York as well. Like last year was a cold winter, and this year, of course, this year is kind of strange because this year in Seoul was a very cold autumn. There was completely no autumn. The snow came 1 month earlier than usual in Seoul this year, but in New York and here in Istanbul is warm winter in New York as well. Yesterday was New York's first snow, but right now, today in New York, no sign of snow, nothing. Korea has snow this year. Yeah, exactly. Like I'm saying, this year Seoul is different from just this year. This year Seoul is different from Turkey and New York. Just this year. This year is very strange for Korea. The snow came 1 month early. That means there was no autumn this year for Korea. So something is very wrong in that localized area this year. Elijah, true. True what? 뭐야? 뭐 하는 거야? True? 뭐 만든 거야? Nayeli, you can call me Yeli. It's my nickname. Okay, Yeli. Okay, I'll remember. Yeli from the Philippines. Oh wait, which part of Philippines are you from? I have a lot of friends in Philippines, of course. That's how I learned my Tagalog. Elijah, it's like we become Busan. 살짝 부산 그런 티가 나는 것 같은데. 그렇죠? 올해뿐이야. 올해 엄청 이상해. 올해 서울 아주 추워지고 여기서 터키 아주 따뜻해지는 거야. 엄청 이상해. A lot of people watching, but nobody talking. You know, like the main thing about my live stream is I actually talk to you guys. You know, not like other live streams. I don't know. People tell me other live streams. I don't watch other live streams, by the way. People tell me about other live streams. They just talk whatever and ignore what people say. Right? For me, I'm 100% dependent on what you say. If you say nothing, I'm nothing to talk about. You know, I don't come on this live stream every day with something to talk about. I have nothing to talk about. That's how I do like 50. This is episode 52. You know, that's how I do 52 episodes. If I have to come out with something new to say every day, I can't do it 52 episodes every single day consecutively. Yeah, it's too hard. Oh, Sequijo. Ah, okay. I have no friends in Sequijo. Oh, Eugene Kao, Singaporean living in Korea. We went to Seoul yesterday to do some embassy work. It's cold, but doesn't look like it's due to snow though. Oh, but Eugene, Seoul snowed last month, which is 1 month earlier than before. Last month it snowed. Elijah, the kitten stole the show. I know, right? Oh, the shop people are playing with the kitten right now. Wow, so many people. 16. Yeah, Eugene, Singaporean living in Paju, Korea, but the air certainly seems more polluted than Paju. 100%. Oh, Seoul air is polluted every day. It's rare to see blue sky in Seoul. Rare. It's not even like here in Istanbul. It's rare to not see blue sky. You know, if it's not blue, then it's cloudy. But in Seoul is so bad right now, pollution, that most of the day you see a gray sky. The sky is literally gray in color, and it's not clouds. You can tell what is clouds, right? You can see clouds, but in Seoul it's just gray. The whole sky is just gray, even if there's no cloud. You know, it's crazy. Nayeli, I'm watching K-drama right now. which K-drama are you watching? 한국말 할 줄 아세요? 나엘리? 일라이자도 할 수 있고 유진도 할 수 있잖아. 그러면 우리 한국말로 하자. 그럼 왜 한국말로 하자. 그럼 Elijah, a friend of mine showed it snowing in what's Asan? Where's Asan? Where's Asan? Or Ansan? Ansan or Asan?
Ben dönüp bir tur daha atsam kopya verir misin sen? Tamam.
안산이야, 아산이야. 아산은 몰라. 어딘지. 근데 우리 한국말로 하면 그럼 DCM 못 알아들어서 나 더 좋아. Naeli, how did you learn English? I'm born and raised in Singapore, and English is Singapore's first language. So pretty much English is my first language. Elijah, 안산, 그치, 안산, 아산이야, 안산. 안산 하긴 언제야? 어느 눈 왔다고? Elijah, it was last month exactly. It was last month. Last month snow in Seoul and the surrounding area was really shocked all Koreans because um the it was literally 1 month earlier than usual. Usually the first snow we should get in December, in around midish December. Nayeli. Oh, okay. Yeah, Nayeli, I'm very complex. Eugene Kao, there's a Asan in Chungnam. Chungnam Asan? 들어본 적 없는데. 이제 유진도 한국말 배우고 있어. Hey, Yeli, there's a kitten. Neko. Neko skiane. Daisuki. That was Japanese, by the way, huh? Eugene still lousy lah. 근데 지금 학교 안 다녀? 어학당 안 다녀? 어학당 다녀야지. 아니 어학당 안 다니면 이제 한국 못 살아. 정말이야. Oh, Rachel is still around. Limpeh is initiation into Buddhism. Guiyi, yeah, Guiyi. Yes, Guiyi is the initiation. But there's very many different levels of initiation. Guiyi is the most entry level initiation. But you have to be Guiyi, then you are technically a lay Buddhist. Before you Guiyi, you're just someone donating to a temple. Oh. And because after you Guiyi, it's like becoming a Christian, getting baptized and attending Sunday school. After you Guiyi, every week you go to the temple to learn Buddhism. That's why that is the time you become a Buddhist. Yes, you have to attend Buddhist class. If you want to be a Buddhist, you have to attend Buddhism class. And after you Guiyi, you go to the temple, I think twice a week to learn Buddhism. That's when you start to become a Buddhist. It's like being a Christian attending Sunday school. Exactly the same. That's why, before you Guiyi, before you attend Sunday school, how can you say you're a Christian? Before you attend Buddhist school, how can you say you're a Buddhist? Yeah, makes sense? Yeli, you're very kind. Oh, why? I'm not kind, please. No, I'm not kind, please. That's the last label on earth that I want to wear. I don't want to be known to be a good guy, a kind guy, a good guy, a bad guy. I don't, all this I call it judgments, all these prejudice labels. I don't wear this kind of labels. I'm just human. And everybody will know me differently. Everybody, even right here in this chat, everybody know me differently. DCM knows me differently. DCM thinks I'm a very, very mean person. Yeah, DCM thinks I'm very unkind, mean, and very selfish. And Yeli thinks I'm very kind. Rachel thinks I'm very harsh with people. Elijah thinks I'm very interesting, or whatever. All of you know me differently. That's why there is no one me. So if everybody knows me differently, who am I? Have you guys wondered? If all of us see a different person in this person, who exactly is this person? Who exactly is this person then? See, in order to know who exactly the person is, first you have to remove all these labels. Kind or not kind, mean or what. You have to remove everything, all the things that you're thinking about this person, and start to know the person, you see. 웨이브팍? 웨이브팍 어디야? 웨이브팍에서 쇼핑 가고 싶어요. 진짜 재미있겠다. It's in 경기도. 웨이브팍? 들어본 적 없는데. 재미있어? 그 쇼핑 그렇게 재미있어? 나는 몰라. 처음 들어봐. 새로운 거야? Yeli, I have to leave. Sorry, my battery is low bat. No problem. See you every morning. 10 a.m. Turkey time. Are we here? 10-ish, sometimes 10:30, sometimes 10:15, sometimes 9:45, around that time, right? Kim Teo, you are all of the above. Kim Teo probably think I'm a very condescending, very mean person as well. You know, everybody will know a different me. It doesn't matter to me. Do you know why? Why nothing what anybody think about me matters to me? Because I know who the true me is, and it's up to you guys to find out. You know, that's why nothing anybody labels me matters to me at all. 쇼핑. 쇼핑. 몰라. 나 쇼핑 몰라. 그거구나. 몰라. 나 그런 거 싫어. Rachel, Limpeh, if our real world is not a good place, yeah, this is a very good question. See, if your real world is not a good place in countries that are war-torn and famine and back, is it living in the fictional world? Yeah, that's what a lot of people in war-torn countries in Kenya, in Utopia, these people are doing. They're taking a lot of drugs to escape their reality. The thing is this: if your real world is not great, you can do two things. You always have the choice to change it somehow. There's always a way out. Obama came from Kenya, by the way. Huh? There's always a way out. You have to look for it. Second is, since you're in it, just accept it. Everything you accept becomes okay in your life. The only reason why being in a war-torn country is not okay is because you don't like it and you're rejecting it in your heart. That's why I keep saying, no, the biggest miracle that you can achieve in spirituality is not walking on water. It's not flying in the air. It's not meditating and then lifting off the air. Do you know what's the greatest miracle that you can achieve in spirituality? Is when you are in Hitler's death camp and walking towards the gas chamber, you still don't feel anything. You still feel like here. Even going to hell doesn't bother you, doesn't create suffering in you. That's the greatest achievement, the greatest miracle that anyone can achieve in spirituality. These days, so many people focus on the wrong thing about spirituality, about miracles. They think miracle is walking on water. They think miracle is flying through the air. Come on, those things are easy. Almost every single spiritual guru can fly. Okay, I'm telling you that 100% right now. And I've witnessed it myself. Even Tibetan monks, they can fly. Okay, but why they're not showing it to you? Because it attracts the wrong kind of attention. So they will never do it in front of people. It attracts all the wrong kinds of things into your life. So, and it doesn't even matter if you can fly. It's a very small thing to fly. What really matters, the greatest miracle of all, is walking into hell and not suffer. And therefore, if your real world is not great, it's actually in a way a great time to work towards your spiritual attainment, to the point where even that doesn't bother you. Then you will never be in a so-called bad place ever. I don't know if it makes sense, because when it comes to this level, it's a little bit hard to understand. Rachel, I'm working while listening to you. Shish. That man literally was shouting at the truck driver at the back. Oh, where? I know. Anal penetrator. I prefer Korean mangina. I don't know what's mangina. Oh, the kitten is here. Oh, the kitten came all the way here. Kittens so busy exploring every creek and nook of this bookshop. No time for human beings. This kitten has no time to entertain human beings. You human beings, please entertain yourself. Please stop bothering me. See what he's doing. It's exploring this. Oh, it's so cute. See what it's doing. He wants to get in there. He wants to get. Oh, it's coming to me. Exploring time. Exploring time. Oh, very cute. Ah. Elijah, so curious. We have many Afghan refugees. Those are so hopeless. I feel bad for them. When I see and hear them talk, all sense of good sort of vanish. Then I feel happiness isn't really for happiness is for everyone. They just have to understand what real happiness is. Even in the most hopeless and dire situation, you can be happy if you truly attain true happiness. If happiness depends on outside situations, you will never be happy. You'll be happy right now, today, and when outside situations change a little bit, you'll be unhappy. Today your country is peaceful, you're happy. Tomorrow in war, you're unhappy. Today you have a job, you're happy. Tomorrow you get sacked, you're unhappy. Today your girlfriend loves you, you're happy. Tomorrow she breaks up with you, you're unhappy. If this is how you base your happiness, you will never find peace in life. Until you realize the peace beyond our understanding and the peace and strength that pretty much doesn't depend on anything that's happening in the outside world, then you know true happiness, bliss, and peace. Kim, what's the name you given to the kitten? Oh, I haven't named the kitten yet. I don't know what's his name. You know, the people here in Istanbul, they don't name the cats either. So far, Mr. Watson's, they don't call Mr. Watson's by any other name. Mr. Mock, you know, the boss of MOC Cafe started calling him Mr. Mock as well because I called him Mr. Mock. Now everybody calls him Mr. Mock. Seems like nobody names cats here. Man. Ran away. Yeah, so Shish understand that external situations, every and any external circumstances is outside of your control. If you want to base your happiness on something that you cannot control, you'll never truly be happy, because your happiness, if you think you're happy today, if you are sensitive enough, you'll find that underneath the happiness, you're always anxious about losing that thing that is giving you happiness. Like, oh, today your boyfriend loves you, you're very happy. But underneath the happiness, you're always anxious and worried that tomorrow he may leave you. This is the problem with basing your happiness on external circumstances and people. Because even if you're happy, you're not truly happy. You're not happy to the really divine core in you. You're not happy to the very core. You cannot. Because if your happiness is based on outside, there will always be underneath that happiness a layer of anxiousness about losing it. There's only one, in this world, there's only one thing you can control. You cannot control nothing on the outside world. You cannot control anyone in the outside world, not even your parents, not even your husbands and wives. You cannot control this. This is the only thing that is in your control. And this is the only thing you have 100% control over. So learn to control this. Learn to control this before you learn to control outside situations. Most people get this reverse. Ever since school, you learn to control everything on the outside. You learn sales techniques to control people, you learn management techniques to control people to work with you. You learn sales techniques to control people to buy from you. You learn relationship skills to control people to like you. Everything, they focus first on controlling other people while losing complete control of this. It doesn't work that way. First, learn to control this. After that, everything else in the world, and then everything will fall into place. There's a really nice story, There was this kid. The father bought a very no, okay, there was this kid, no, and then the father was reading newspaper, and then the kid wants the father to play with him, and the father got like very, what's this, very impatient with the kid, yeah. And then so he took the newspaper, so he saw the newspaper, very complex, all words, yeah. He tore that page into little bits and then put it on the floor and asked the kid to put it together. He thought that, oh, this is going to be a tough one, yeah, you got to put all the words together, it's going to take all day. But within like 10 minutes, the kid said, father, I finished. And the father was shocked and like, huh? How do you finish that complex thing in just 10 minutes? To me, it's going to take a whole day. So he went and see how he did it. Then the kid says, on the back page, there was a picture of a world. I just have to get the world right and everything will be right. Oh no, sorry, on the reverse page, no, sorry. On the reverse page is the picture of a man, okay? So you put it together, I just have to get the man right and everything will be right. Okay, that's kind of a story, yeah? Just a story. Kim Teo, big kind monkey. Oh my god, so true. So true what? Big kind monkey, welcome back. I haven't seen you in quite a few days. Shish. External situations play a vital role. Limpeh, to attain happiness, you need a sense of peace and security. You cannot even think properly when you have a family to feed and provide them with security. Shish. External situations play a role in survival, in making money. Yeah, like you say, all you're talking about is making money, right? So you need external circumstances to make money. But whether or not you're rich or poor, hungry or full, the choice to suffer or not, or be happy about it, is in here. It's generated inside. It's not given to you by the outside. If you're sensitive enough to understand this, I can punch myself right now. To some people, this is pain. To me, it's nothing. Not because I don't feel pain, but because in my heart I can replace it with happiness if I want. This is happiness. I can be happy about this. You have 100% control over your internal situation. 100% control over how you want to feel about anything at any time of time. So it's never about the external situations. Never. It has never been. It has always been the chemical within your own body generating a certain feeling, and you have always have 100% control over that. Shish. While keeping yourself sane, even a seedling needs a protector before it. Yes, these are all just facts. You need to be a protector. You need to raise a kid. Doesn't mean it has to be a suffering. How you see that situation is all in here. It can be a happiness. It can be a suffering. It's all in here. It's not about that situation. If you're a gamer, you know, if you're especially if you play RPG games. In essence, what the RPG game is this, you build a character and then the game gives you a scenario to test the character. That's all is happening. So is your success because of the scenario? No. It's nothing to do with scenario. It's everything to do with how you build the character. That's if you ever play RPG games, life works exactly the same way. Life works exactly the same way as an RPG game. It's not about what situation or scenario you're in. It's always about how you think about and how you feel about that situation. And this, you have 100% control. If you are deep enough in your spiritual practices, this you can have 100% control about how you think, how you feel about anything. You can take a knife and stab me right now, and I can still be happy. Rachel, if one's real world is not beautiful, then is it better to meditate and focus on the eye? No. That's Rachel. That's escaping reality. When it's really not great, learn to focus on accepting it. Everything you accept in life becomes peace. Like right now, if you're hungry, I give you food. You love it, right? But let's say right now you're full. I say you need to finish 10 turkey or your family dies. Is that suffering? But food is food. You see? What's the difference between these two scenarios? One, you want it, so there's acceptance in that situation. The other, you don't want that 10 turkey. There is rejection in that situation. The whole difference between how you treat your real world or so-called reality is just this. Never try to escape. Escaping only brings you deeper and deeper into shit. Learning to accept. Once you accept it, even if I stab myself in the leg right now, that was a hard punch. I accept the punch. If I accept the punch, it's nothing. There's no suffering. I'm not disgruntled. And same thing, if someone else punched me the same way, that was a really hard punch, by the way. If someone else punched me the same way, I can still accept it. It's just a punch. I just feel certain sensation. That's it. No big deal. As long as you can accept it, whatever the situation is becomes peace. You know, a lot of war veterans, American Marines, they come back from war, right? And they lost both their legs. A lot. This is a very common situation. They lose both their legs. If you study the life of some of these war veterans, right? Some of them moved on really well. Some of them lost their legs and became inspiration for the world by doing amazing things. Some of them lost their legs and destroyed their life. Both situations, they are both in the same shit situation where they have no legs. But how come one can become an inspiration for others and even win in the Olympics, and the other destroys his own life? What's the difference? Acceptance. One accepts his situation as right now, I'm disabled, no legs. Now, let's see what I can do with this. He accepts the situation and move on from the situation. The other guy rejects the situation, rejects the reality. In fact, you cannot reject reality. Reality is just what it is. You have no legs, you have no legs. There's nothing to reject. No matter how hard you try to reject, you have no legs. The only choice is to accept. But some people reject that all their life, turn to alcohol, turn to what you just said, ways and means to escape reality, alcohol, drugs, whatever, and destroy their life eventually. What's the difference between these two? Acceptance. So understand that it's never about your situation. And in fact, the funny thing is this: whatever situation you think is a shitty situation that you're in, honestly, you can always find people who are happy in the same situation. Yeah, I've always seen. Some situation people say is shitty, but I always see other people in the same situation being very happy and live very blissful. It can happen. When I was young, I always passed by a Vietnamese refugee camp. And because I was really young, every time I passed by the refugee camp, right, I kind of observe the people in the camp. There's always one group of people always protesting, always suffering. But then I always see a big group of people having fun behind with their kids or whether with smiles on their face. They're all in the same situation. Why is one suffering the situation and one happy in the same situation? Those are the things I learned, since young by observing people. Jim Rhymes. Oh, Jim Rhymes, haven't seen you in quite a few days. Have you ever had problem waking up in the middle of the night? Meaning I want to wake up in the middle of the night, but I could not, or I keep waking up in the middle of the night. Which are you talking about? You keep waking up. Okay, it's about your sleep. It's about how you handle your nighttime. You need to handle your nighttime in a way to allow your body to go with the nature, to sink into the night naturally. Meaning, at night, no computer, no lights. That's what I do. No computer, no lights, no mobile phone. allow your body to sink in with the night. And usually if you do that about 9 p.m. you'll be quite sleepy, and then you'll sleep all the way to the morning to usually if you're well tuned to about 4 a.m. That's the natural human beings tuning. But if you keep waking up in the middle, it's sleep disorder, and that usually that kind of sleep disorder is very common in modern life. Because why? Because you turn nighttime into day by misusing lights, misusing all kinds of screens. Honestly, these things didn't even exist when I was young. No computer, no mobile phone, when I was young, there weren't any of these things. And when nighttime came, we just slept. And we slept to the morning. We never had a problem. And still, I don't have a problem. I still don't abuse lights. At night, I still don't turn on the lights. I may look at a computer for just a bit, but after that, I turn everything off real quick and just allow myself to sink into the night. If you can do that, you'll be fine. Yeah. If you can do that, your melatonin will start to go back to normal, and your sleep cycle will go back to normal, and you become a normal human being. And I keep saying, the other way of looking at spirituality is this. It's about becoming it's about a journey back to becoming a normal human being again. There is no normal human being out here in the world anymore. You're born. The moment you're born, you have a mobile phone, you have an iPad and everything. You have a made-up artificial surrounding. Human beings are born into a fake world, and born into disconnection with nature right from day one these days. So I would say, that's the other thing. The other way to understand what spirituality is for everyone. It's everybody's journey back to becoming a normal human being again. What's a normal human being? Is human being the way we used to be. That's the normal human being. So yeah, 1.5 hours. Thank you guys once again for joining me this morning. Very nice cat today, kitten. Wow. So every day I'm featuring cats. I feel like tomorrow I want to go back to Mock. Tomorrow I want to go back to visit Mr. Mock again. Yeah, thanks for all the good discussion again. Very very good sharing. I hope I gave some insights and some good things to think about. Right, and see you guys tomorrow again, 10 a.m. Turkish time. Yes, Turkey. I'm in Turkey. I don't know. I keep saying I'm in Turkey, but still people think I'm in Korea. I don't know why. I never understood this, but 안녕.